Hey, what's going on, everybody? I wanted to make a quick little video here, touch up on a question I just received. The question was something like, do you recommend the Paleo diet for Brazilian Jiu-jitsu athletes? Um, and it just made me think of what I always think. So some of you hear this every day, but first and foremost, I don't like to put myself into camps with diets, and that being like the Paleo diet. I'm a very strong believer and an advocate of the Paleo diet, but under certain conditions. And what those conditions are, I guess, are we talking truly Paleo, like in what it was originally brought out back in the day, like meats, nuts, vegetables, fruits, seeds, berries, that stuff? Or are we talking about this modern day Paleo that's like, oh, but I have this Paleo bar and this Paleo drink and this is Paleo friendly? And that kind of that's where I'm kind of disconnected with all the camps and nutrition. So what I like to think about food is, first and foremost, is it real food? Real one ingredient, nutrient dense, from the earth food. There's your base. And ironically, if you're doing that, you're pretty much following the original Paleo anyways. Now we're talking about dairy and starches and things like that come up. Dairy's not always a one ingredient food, obviously, but definitely let's go the starches route. Starches like potatoes and rice and things. Well, those are from the earth. They're one ingredient foods. If you're a Brazilian Jiu-jitsu athlete and you're rolling and training hard all the time, you're probably going to need some starchy carbohydrates at some time. Or, maybe you don't respond well to those foods. That's another thing. Like, everybody is different. Everybody is their own thing with food. Avocados are wonderful foods. Some people are allergic to them, therefore they would not be a wonderful food for that person. So when thinking about this stuff, always don't worry about paleo, zone, keto, this and that. Think first, real food. And if you want to follow one of those camps types of principles, then follow those with real food. Don't get lost in the products and all the modern day things where everybody's making money off of you by zoning you down that camp and then still getting you to think that this is okay to have this type of bar. Don't even worry about that. Eat real food, and you're pretty much doing yourself a very big favor. Sadly, we have to continue to say that. So no matter what, real food from the earth, start there, then start to figure out what foods work well with you. What do you respond to? What kind of food allergens you have. You might start to figure those out on your own. You will figure that out with consistently eating real foods. Hey, I respond well to this food. I sleep better. I sleep better when I eat these types of foods. I have more energy the next day when I eat these types of foods. Those sort of things. So go down that route, and then over time, you can start to kind of think, all right, hey, I need to kind of pull down this keto route, or I need to go down and kind of play with carb cycling, or I want to fall down this camp. But you need to go down that camp with real food. So I guess the moral of my story is I do like Paleo diet, and I would recommend it for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu athletes, but I would also look at their training and how they respond to certain foods, and I would probably add certain things in. If they can take starches and grains and things like that, fine, then why not put it in there? If they can't, and we see some of the problems that we see with a lot of people with those sort of foods, then we'd take those away. But the base is real food, and we always got to stick there. So to answer your question again for the thousandth time, for all the people that are in GreenStrength every day, eat real food first, and think one ingredient, real foods from the earth. If you're doing that consistently on a daily basis, and you're getting your daily movement in and going on a walk and just being a real human being, then you will get nothing but positive results. And consistency with that is the key. That's going to give you the gift to start to figure out what works and what doesn't work for you, but camps and systems and diets and things like that are trying to steer you down this route. This is the route that's going to give you the best results. That's just bullshit. Okay, what's going to give you the best results is you eating like a human being was designed to eat, real food. All right, take care, guys.